This is Akashavani Mangaluru. Dear listeners, in today's Talk in English program now, Souurabh R. Chiplonnkaar will speak on the topic Nurturing Enthusiasm and Vitality in Children.
We live in extraordinary times, an age of immense technological progress and abundant opportunities. Yet, as we marvel at these advancements, we are faced with an unsettling paradox. Despite the infinite resources available at their fingertips, our children seem to have lost something essential: the spark of enthusiasm, the energy of vitality, and the radiance of vibrancy. This observation is not just anecdotal, it resonates deeply with parents, teachers, and communities alike. The laughter that once echoed in playgrounds is now replaced by the quiet hum of devices. The eager questions of curious minds are subdued by passive consumption. The joy of discovery, the thrill of creating, and the excitement of striving have somehow faded. Let us take a moment to imagine what our world would look like if every child lived with boundless enthusiasm, energy, and curiosity. Picture children confidently tackling challenges, collaborating to create innovative solutions, and finding joy in learning and growing. This is not an unattainable dream. It is a vision within our grasp, provided we commit to understanding their struggles and empowering them to overcome these obstacles. And so, we must ask ourselves, what has gone wrong? Why are children losing these qualities that define the very essence of youth? And most importantly, how do we bring them back? Today, let us explore the answers to these questions. Let us reflect on how we, as parents, educators, and society, can reignite the fire within our children and help them embrace life with enthusiasm and purpose. Let us look at some of the challenges of modern childhood. To begin, we must understand the forces that have shaped the world our children live in. First comes the era of instant satisfaction. A single tap delivers answers, entertainment, or even food. Children no longer experience the joy of waiting, the satisfaction of effort, or the value of patience. Convenience, while a gift of modernity, has dulled the excitement that comes with earning a reward. Secondly, a passive overload of information and entertainment. From endless video content to social media feeds, children are bombarded with stimulation. But this constant exposure encourages passive consumption, leaving little room for active exploration or independent thought. Next, overscheduling and lack of freedom. In our quest to make children well rounded, we have overpacked their days with school, tuition, and extracurriculars. Ironically, this robs them of the unstructured time needed for play, imagination, and self discovery. The fear of failure is another point to be considered. Children today often feel the pressure to be perfect. They fear making mistakes, and as a result, they avoid challenges. Without risks, however, there can be no growth, no excitement, and no learning. Another point to be considered is isolation in a hyper connected world. While social media promises connection, it often creates emotional distance. Genuine face to face interactions, the kind that build empathy and joy, have diminished, leaving children more isolated than ever before. These challenges are not the fault of any single individual or entity. They are a result of societal changes that have evolved over time. Recognizing this shared responsibility allows us to approach the issue with empathy and determination. It is not about blaming technology, schools, or parents. It is about finding solutions that integrate the best of tradition and modernity, creating a harmonious balance that supports our children's well being. So, what's the way forward? While these challenges may seem daunting, they are not insurmountable. The solution lies in conscious, deliberate effort by parents, teachers, and the community. Let us explore some practical steps we can take to bring back enthusiasm, vitality, and vibrancy in our children. But before that, let us take a sneak peek into the Indian milieu. India's rich tapestry of culture and traditions provides ample opportunities to rekindle enthusiasm, vitality, and vibrancy in our children. Take, for instance, children in rural Maharashtra participating in Makar Sankranti kite flying competitions experience the thrill of achievement and the joy of community spirit. Similarly, in Tamil Nadu, students performing traditional folk dances like the Karagattam during school cultural events bring vibrancy to their learning, as these activities encourage creativity, physical engagement, and a connection to their heritage. Such experiences help children rediscover the excitement of participation and the fulfillment that comes from embracing their cultural identity. Let us look at the urban settings, especially in India. In urban settings, rekindling enthusiasm takes a modern yet equally impactful form. For example, young students in Bengaluru, inspired by local environmental challenges, formed a community coding club to create apps addressing issues like water conservation. By tackling real world problems through innovation, these children embody vitality and purpose. Similarly, initiatives like weekend cycling groups or neighborhood sports clubs in metro cities help children step away from screens and reconnect with the outdoors. These activities not only boost their energy but also foster teamwork and resilience. By blending tradition with modernity, we can inspire children to live vibrant, enthusiastic, and purposeful lives. First, some words for our parents. Create opportunities for curiosity and play. Encourage your children to explore the world around them. Let them experiment, ask questions, and create. For example, if your child shows an interest in science, buy them a simple experiment kit or take them to a planetarium. Let them experience the thrill of discovery firsthand. Another point for teachers is make learning experiential and fun. Classrooms should be places of excitement, not just instruction. Engage students with hands on projects, group discussions, and real world applications of what they learn. For instance, teaching history, turn it into a storytelling session that brings the past to life. Teaching math, relate it to everyday challenges like planning a budget or measuring ingredients for a recipe. Third point to be noted is set goals and celebrate effort over results. Teach children the value of working toward something meaningful. Encourage them to set small, achievable goals. Whether it's finishing a book, learning a new skill, or solving a puzzle. Celebrate their efforts, not just the results. This instills resilience and keeps them motivated. Reconnect them with nature. Nature is a powerful teacher. It inspires curiosity, calms the mind, and rejuvenates the spirit. Take your children for hikes, let them plant a garden, or simply lie under the stars with them. These experiences are far more enriching than hours spent indoors with a screen in front of them. Therefore, comes the next point: reduce screen time and foster real connections. Set clear boundaries for technology use and encourage children to engage in real world activities. Plan family game nights, involve them in community service, or encourage them to participate in team sports. The joy of shared experiences is irreplaceable. Model enthusiasm in your life. As adults, we are children's first role models. Show them what it means to live with passion, whether it's pursuing a hobby, working on a project, or learning something new. Let them see your excitement. Enthusiasm is contagious. Teach them the value of reflection and mindfulness. Encourage your children to spend a few minutes each day reflecting on their experiences or practicing mindfulness. Whether it's journaling, meditating, or simply sitting quietly, these practices can help them connect with their inner selves and develop clarity. Instill a love for stories and reading among the children. For stories ignite imagination and inspire action. Share stories from mythology, history, or even your own life. Encourage them to read books that open their minds to new ideas and perspectives. As we embark on this journey to rekindle enthusiasm in our children, let us also remember to embrace patience and persistence. Change does not happen overnight, and every child's path will be unique. Celebrate their individuality, encourage their passions, and remind them that life is a continuous adventure of learning and growing. In doing so, we not only transform their lives but also inspire a ripple effect that touches families, communities, and society as a whole. Well, why these efforts matter? Why do all these efforts matter after all? Because a child who is curious will grow into a thinker. A child who is enthusiastic will explore the unknown. A child who feels connected will value empathy and kindness. The world needs individuals who are alive with enthusiasm and driven by purpose. Our future depends on nurturing a generation that thrives on curiosity, creativity, and resilience. And hence, here is a call to action. Dear listeners, this is our shared responsibility as parents, teachers, and society. Let us step forward to create an environment where children can thrive, not just survive. Let us give them the tools to rediscover joy, the courage to take risks, and the freedom to dream big. The flame of enthusiasm in our children may flicker, but it is far from extinguished. Together with love, patience, and conscious effort, we can light it up once again. And let us work together to brighten the future of our children.
Dear listeners, that was the talk Nurturing Enthusiasm and Vitality in Children, delivered by Souurabh R. Chiplonnkaar. This talk came to you from the studios of Akashvani Mangaluru.